Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Dark Bull Algo, and thanks for joining me on another end of the day morning watch list review. Today is Tuesday, September 7th, 2021, and what a crazy day, man. Started off, market just took a dump and just continued to chop around for most of the day. Ended up selling off at the end of the day. Been going through a couple changes here, working on trying to get the stream set up a little bit better, as well as some technology issues I've been working through and working out. One thing that I'm going to talk about today is everything that I call out and that I recommend is purely my opinion. I really do hope that no one is blindly following me in trades. I expect everyone who is on this stream, for one, I'm not a financial advisor, and for two, you owe it to yourself to do your own due diligence. Now, there's a situation today where I feel really bad. A little bit about me, I'm super risk averse, so unless it's a perfect setup, I won't take the trade. And that seems to come across when I share things, and I feel really bad. The gentleman was not able to get into a position, and it negatively affected him, and I feel horrible about it. With that being said, everybody's got their own style, everybody's got their own way of trading, everybody's got their own risk tolerance. So I'm here to provide information. I'm here to provide education. I have a very specific way of trading. I really focus on my entries and my exits. And like I said, the trade has to be pretty much a perfect setup for me to take it. And so you win some, you lose some. Always just make sure that you do your own due diligence and you focus on the chart in front of you. And nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I am here. This is all for entertainment purposes only. So with that being said, I'm going to go through the stocks that were requested this morning, and then we're going to pull up some potential plays for tomorrow. There was quite a few that we went through on the list this morning. There was a ton of them. Microsoft somehow missed the list, and Microsoft did a great move today. It actually rallied. So basically, when a stock sells off, if it pulls back to the 21, that's just a reversion to the mean. That is a buying opportunity. Now, some stocks and some, depends on what chart you look at, right? That pullback to the mean can be, anywhere from 10 to 30 to 50 cents off, right? Looking at Microsoft, I think Microsoft is poised to make a continued run higher. Looking at it on, let's just pull it up on the daily. This is a great move here. This pullback, I was thinking it was going to come back a little further and kiss the 21. That's what I'm talking about, where it can be off, the move could be off, 20 or 30 cents. Every time Microsoft's ever pulled back to the 21, it's usually exploded within the next couple of days. It's still a very bullish trend. Great 52-week channel, great beta. Breach the weekly and monthly Keltner channel top. We have stacked positive moving averages. This is a great setup. This pullback here to the 21 is what I was looking for. I was hoping it would come down, maybe pull back a little further to give a better entry. Like I said, I'm really focused on my entries. I don't know if we're going to get a flush or if it's going to continue to let the 21-day EMA rise up to meet it. Okay. So no real squeeze on the daily. Everything's just like, this is a nice, strong, bullish uptrend. This chart setup is not really the best one, so I'm thinking about modifying that. So I'm definitely in the market. I'm actually in the market for a couple things. Before we go any further, there's two things I need. One, I'm looking for someone who's really good with like videography, possibly. I'm having some struggles with getting my LUTs correct for the stream. Depends. Sometimes I'll look red, sometimes I'll look green, sometimes I'll look gray as a ghost. So if any of you out there know anything about modifying LUTs or streaming or video recording, I just got a new camcorder. I'm really just trying to fine tune some things. Okay, that's number one. Number two, all I ask in return for this content that I'm going to start committing to doing a video at the end of the day every day is you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Okay, with that being said, we're going to go over the plays today. We are going to start doing some futures trading. I recommend AMP futures. If you're interested, reach out to me. I'll get you some information. The reason I like AMP is because two reasons. One, $40 margin on ES, right? That means that you can trade ES futures with one contract for $40 margin. Thinkorswim margin for that is about $800. The second is they have the lowest commissions for futures trading that I've seen. 89 cents round trip, which means that for every trade I take, it costs me less than $1. That's amazing. Thinkorswim, they're $2.50 each way. So $2.50 for me to make the trade and $2.50 for me to close the trade out. Now on a micro ES where 1 point is $5, I'm already negative by taking the trade. So I definitely like AMP futures. We're going to start getting into some more futures trading and strategies around that. Okay. Back to the smart money dark pool and block trade algorithm software from Flow Trade. All right, we looked at, what did we look at? We looked at so many things today. We looked at Roblox, right? We looked at ADSK this morning. We looked at RTX. And I believe, was it Zoom? It was Zoom or Johnson. Let's see. Was it RTX or was it Zoom? Well, regardless, we're going to keep it this way. Or McDonald's. Maybe it was McDonald's. Well, I know McDonald's was on there. I just have never played it, so I'm not super thrilled. I don't understand how it moves. And yeah, it took a dump. So McDonald's could be a good recovery play. So checking this out. All right, looking at the upper left-hand corner, we've got Roblox, right? Roblox is still a valid bullish play. We've got strong bullish momentum, as well as the divergence has played out. However, the algo is pulling price action up with it. We have a recently formed block trade coming in at 82.96. That's going to be our support level if we need to use it, right? Roblox does have a tendency to move back and forth throughout the day a little bit, and that 82.96 could very well be support, especially since we're going to try to take out, I'll have to pull it up on a chart, but it looks like we might be trying to take out a little bit of a falling wedge, possibly. All right. Yeah, look at this. So this looks like a giant wedge that's forming on Roblox. So we'll get into that in a second. Other things with this, keep an eye out for the algo to, it looks like it's curling down a little bit. I would continue to be in Roblox for as long as the algos continue to be bullish. Okay, the next one over here on the right-hand corner is ADSK. We did not get the move I was looking for today, so I'm probably going to put this on my list for the rest of the week, and I'm going to continue to review it as new block trades come in and as the algo continues to develop. So the algorithm is net buying. The algo made higher lows and higher highs today. However, price action did not. We do have a regular dark pool block trade coming in at $300 even. I don't know if that's man-made or if that's just super manipulation. But that's just a round psychological number. That's a great price target. Looks as if though maybe we may have dropped a little bit, found some support, and started recovering towards the end of the day. I'm going to set some alerts on this. We've got a lot of stuff to do before this is going to become a valid trade. I still was not able to find out why we fell through as much as we did. So I'll keep researching that. Speaking of research, right? Seriously? We have got, right, trendline resistance ahead. McDonald's fell today like most of the market did. And we're continuing to fall overnight. This is healthy. I'm super thrilled about this little pullback. Oh, wow. And we're going to check out BBIG here in a minute too. It's moving after hours. Nice little $3 move today. Pretty impressive. All right, as far as McDonald's goes. So the algo has been steady net buying since about the 16th. Price action has been super choppy. And we have we have some dark pool levels here. We've got a dark pool level at 239.31. I said 239.31. That's target. We've also got a dark pool level at 237.03. That seems to be pretty significant resistance. In that every time that the price actions interacted with it, it's not really done its job that it's supposed to, right? You can see these levels. That's a lot of interaction at one dark pool level, right? Going into this morning, we had resistance there, and actually, let's see, we sold off, came back tested it. We have it's a double top trying to get through it, so I'm not super impressed with the way the McDonald's moves. I've never traded it. I don't know what to say. I'm just not impressed with it. There's better plays out there, in my opinion. Like I said, going back to that hole, I like to focus on entries and exits. Okay. Let's see. The next one is Zoom. Okay. When I went over it this morning, I said, hey, we need to make sure that Zoom breaks out of this little rising channel that it's got itself stuck in. Well, you know what it did? Didn't do it. Okay. It's still in this little channel. As long as that channel maintains, then we're going to just get some chop fest going on here with Zoom, right? The algos are continuing, looks like they're making higher lows and higher highs, right? Zoom held up pretty good today considering the rest of the market was overall flat. So this is more of an elongated cup and handle. I'm looking for that breakout to come and test some of these, start filling that gap on Zoom. Okay. The next one I wanted to look at real quick so that we can just be clear on things is AMC, GameStop, BBIG. Yes, I know. I apologize. You guys probably got here with some clickbait that I'm going to throw up just to make sure that everybody sees what's going on with these stocks, because I know they're super high interest. Microsoft is the next one, and I got to try to keep these videos short. Okay, AMC, Ooga Booga, right? Nice gap moves. Still have not been able to break over that overhead resistance. What is important to note is that the algo is now trading with price action. Why is that important? Let me show you why it's important. Because from this divergence back on the 25th, where the algorithm started selling off, right? It was dragging price action with it. So price action was really struggling to try to continue to move to the upside. Now that the algo is trading with price action, it's a little bit easier. So it's kind of like you can imagine having an extra hand pushing the car up the hill, right? So as far as the algo is concerned, we have confirmed reversal, in my opinion. We've got a newly formed uptrend. The algo is trading with price action, so let's just keep that in mind. Okay, we have several dark pool levels. What is not on this chart? I'm going to count it. I'll give you guys a second while I get it loaded up here. But what do you notice is not on this chart? There are no dark pool levels. There's no dark pool levels. This is all regular block trade levels. So there's no shady secret behind the scenes, dark pool BS happening. This is just regular block trade levels that occur throughout the day. Currently, 46.85 is going to be our support. Below that, 45.03. Below that, we've got a cluster, about a 50-cent cluster that could be support. However, if we come back down to that level, I don't think that these are going to be valid levels anymore. Okay. As far as price action goes, we did form a gap, which unfortunately kind of sucks. I'm going to look it up on the chart here in a few minutes and see if we've got any additional price action that we need to look at. Next one is GameStop. Now, all right, that's not GameStop. I'm going to say that's not GameStop. GameStop has earnings this week, so keep that in mind, right? What's missing from GameStop? Really? Does anybody know? On the count of three, there's no dark pool or regular block trades for the time period I have set. And that time period is the last 11 days. Let's just go ahead and bring this out. 21 days, 22, 24, 29, 30. Okay. There's no dark pool or regular block trades that have been registered for GameStop in the last month. Okay. So this is all price action, which is good for me. The algo is trading with price action. However, the algo is bearish, right? The algo is pointed this way, right? And price action is kind of following it a little bit. Now, I'm not super impressed with this movement. So as long as the algo continues to pull down and does not curl up and move to the upside, I feel like that we're going to get this kind of a move here. Just a slow fade, this slow little fade to nothingness, right? They're just going to milk it on its way down. Okay, so keep an eye out for GameStop earnings this week. We'll do a complete video on that. BBIG. This is the next one that is in a short squeeze. Obviously, can you see the difference between short squeeze stocks and no longer short squeezed stocks? All right, two things with BBIG. We had a great move at the end of the day. We do have some dark or regular block trade levels that we're going to have to get through. Currently trading 1085 overnight, or the time of filming this video. So that is putting us past the $10 range, right? That is psychological and block trade resistance. Next stop, 1145, before we really start getting into some block trades, right? That's going to be the move. The algo, look what the algo made. The algo's made, look, it's made a double Wu-Tang pattern reversal, one inside of the other. I love it. So we've got a baby one here. Little Wu-Tang pattern reversal. Right, we've got the Wu there. We've got a longer term one here, right? This is the big one. This is the one everybody wants to catch a piece of, right? So we get that, continue to thrust through the upside. W for Wu-Tang pattern reversal. Let's go. Okay, Microsoft. Okay, my interpretation of Microsoft is, I don't know if this is that H, that little rounded H pattern that I feel is bearish, or if it's forming a kind of a sloping W pattern. Okay, as far as Microsoft goes, I'm going to drop my block trades to the past 10 days. Looking at this, we do have a white line one. White line means that there is a dark pool and a regular block trade that come in so close to each other that I can't separate them out on the chart. 302.77 is the point. That's going to be my target for Microsoft. 299 held up as support. We have a cluster from 300 to about 302, 301.50-esque area. So that's this grouping right here that we've got to get through. If we can do that, then I believe that we can continue to move up towards that dark pool regular block trade level right at 302.77. As far as the algo is concerned, this is a stair-stepping pattern. So step up, step up. The algo made higher highs today and higher lows, right? So it is trading with price action. It's not diverged like some of the other ones that I've shown you. Looks like we've got a little bit of an uptrend happening here, and this may very well possibly be a wedge breakout as well. Is this the W-shaped pattern reversal? Could it be? We will see. If it can get above these regular block trade levels that are stopping it, right? 301.90, right? The 301 area. So it's basically a previous high. Just keep an eye on Microsoft. It did, like I said, it was able to pull back to the 21 or very close to it. On the 4-hour chart, it pulled back to the 34. I don't know if it's going to come back and test the 50. Last time it hit the 34, exploded. Last time it hit the 34, it exploded. Last time it hit the 34, it exploded. So is this going to be... So the last time it hit the 34, it consolidated for 2 sessions, right, for a full day, then exploded. Hit the 34, does it consolidate for a couple days and explode? Maybe. We've got a squeeze forming on the 4-hour. It's starting to be oversold, right? Very positive looking moves on Microsoft. Okay. All right, I think that's it for me. Thanks for joining me once again. My name is Dark Pool Algo. I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday, an hour before the open, right? Let's see, I think that's it. If you have any requests, make sure you source that information in the comment section below. Help us get some plays set up for tomorrow that we can look at so we can hit the ground running. And yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. If you know anything about videography or, excuse me, about adjusting coloring, because I've got a bunch of light on me right now, please let me know, reach out to me. Maybe we can work something out. Thanks for joining me.